Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. How are you guys doing? Excuse me, I had to get that out of the way before everybody gets on here. Hi, Crystal Witch. How are you? Did you miss me? I missed you guys so much. I had to come out and start a fire. Hello. It is raining and it looks like it's going to turn into snow here. I will freak out if we get our first snow already. I am great. I'm better now. But I'm great. I'm great better. I'm trying to see if I have a pair of glasses so that I don't get caught without my glasses. I think I took them in the house. Let me see. Do I have some in here? No. Well, darn it. I took them and I put them by my computer. Whew. I have been a busy little witch. Do you hear the rain? It is like pouring. It's so exciting. I love the rain and the snow and the fog and the clouds and the... Hi, babe. Hi, sweetheart. You guys are so cute. I need to go grab some glasses. I'm trying to look around to see if I have any close by so I don't have to leave. Maybe I have some in this little thingy. Let me see. I don't see any in here either. That needs to be cleaned out. I need my assistant to clean that out for me. Hi! Hello, everyone. I'm back. I'm back. I did lots of things. Hi, anonymous blogger. So I went to this really cool jewelry store where they make like custom pieces. And they're really cool custom pieces, a lot of like skull rings and things like that. And we were thinking about getting our wedding rings made there. Hi! And they had these really cool king and queen skull rings. And they're all made by this designer person who, like, you know, each one is made separately. And I know it's been a few days since I've been on here. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, everyone. Anyways, and so I tried, they had this one that was a raven skull head on it, and they have like the black eyes and everything. Oh, it was so beautiful. But it was so freaking heavy, and it was like uncomfortable, so I didn't get it. And then, so we were going to talk to them about getting our wedding rings made there. But I was like, well, can we get something, you know, special, like, you know, with like Lucifer's, sigil and things, because they make things like that, you know. And she's like, oh no, we're a Christian-based company. So needless to say, we didn't get anything there. I was really disappointed. But she said that they refused. I know. And they have all this cool stuff that they make there. And it's like really awesome place. But she said that they won't do any kind of like witchy stuff. And the lady that helped us, she said she was a witch too. But she asked for them to make her, I don't know, something. I can't remember what it was. And they told her no, that they were Christian based and that they would not be making anything for any witches or for any deities or anything like that. Well, yeah. Well, she didn't crap her pants. Well, you should see the place. It's like really gothic-y, you know, like they have these big iron chairs and, you know, it's a really gothic looking place. Like, I didn't think it was going to be shocking at all. And then when I saw the Ravenhead, I said, oh, Hecate would love that one. And all of these things, but it's called Night Rider. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah. And I told her, I said, that's discrimination. And so it just kind of ruined it for me. And then I was just like, I don't want to give them my money anymore. We'll find another place to make our rings for us. Because we're kind of running out of time, you know. So we needed to do something, but yeah, absolutely their loss. Yeah. So anyways, so we need to start looking for other places that makes things like that. We really liked the artists and stuff. We actually went in there years ago and talked to him. Yeah. It was bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, we went to a cool Halloween store. Hello, everyone. I missed you. I missed everyone so much. I needed to have some days off. I had a few things, personal things that I wanted to go do. That we went and did, and, you know, stuff. We went and did stuff. But it was a good trip, actually. Until on the way home, I started getting, like, car sick. And then I was just like, seriously. Such a bumpy road. And then it's flooding and everything all around us. And so we were just like, can't wait to get home. All this Halloween stuff in schools and witchy things. I know, I hear you. It's just so much, well, you know, they're hypocrites, that's why. But whatever, it was just a real bummer. I really wanted that one Raven ring, but I already have a Raven ring, and it's not big and bulky like that one. And so I couldn't see spending the money on it when, well, for one, they're a Christian store. Yeah. She gave us some, she said she gave us some bullshit about how, what did she say, babe? That it was supposed to, like, represent, the skulls are supposed to represent eternity or some stupid shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, they may, you know how they do. They twist everything to make it sound, you know, however they want. Can you guys see my little fire going back here? Look. Oh, look at how cute. I'm going to try to see if I can get that down. There we go. That's better. Nice. But anyways, so what have you guys been doing? I didn't want you guys to get sick of me. I thought you guys were getting sick of me. I don't, yeah, I don't hide myself very well if I want to talk about what you know, I don't care. I don't care what people think about it. I'm not going to like pretend to be something I'm not. And they can all fuck off if they don't like me. I don't care. She liked me. I bet you have been. We were having breakfast at this one restaurant, and this yeah, I don't care. I don't try to hide anything, but if they ask me, I will tell them because I don't care, and they could just get on YouTube and watch it anyway. So, but anyways, we went to this one restaurant. And we were having breakfast there, and the lady was like, "Oh, I love your nails. Is that paint?" And I was like, "No, it's acrylic." And then she goes, "Hi." And then she goes, "Oh, it's perfect for Halloween." And I was like, "Sweetheart, every day is Halloween for me." And she's like, "Oh, I know." It was pretty funny. We were just like, "Wow, okay." Sure. I like the Jewish jewelry. They did this big write-up on the Luciferians did a big write-up on the Jewish tradition and how it comes from Luciferians, and so like way back, a lot of their stuff is based off of Lucifer, and so I watched a thing on it. It was pretty interesting. I'll have to try to remember what it was. Maybe I could post it. But they showed like a thing on their floor, and then they showed it in the Luciferian church too, and how I can't remember if it was on YouTube or if it was just on the internet. I can't remember. But it was pretty interesting. I think it was on YouTube. I don't know. I'll have to try to find it. But like they were comparing their stuff with the Luciferian stuff and showing how it was the same. It's like, oh, that's interesting. But so I have a few spells to do tonight. I have all my love spells in for Wednesday, Thursday, and one for Friday. And then I have a couple court cases. Oh, and so all of the opening ones, I know, but I don't want to spend my time in Vegas looking at rings. I would rather already have it. Hi, Grey Witch. But it would be fun. I don't know. We'll find stuff. Anyway, so tonight I only have a couple of spells to do. Only a couple of curses to do. What do you want on your ring? I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of waiting to like know it when I see it, kind of thing. I don't know. We saw they had this set. There was the queen and the king skulls. My picture laughing at you. You're such a dork. They had the queen, a little one. It wasn't little, but you know, a smaller sized queen. And she had a crown on it. It was like a skull head, all in diamonds, of course. And then the crown was all in diamonds, and it was a skull head. And then they had a king that was similar to the queen, but only a little bigger. And something like that would be cool. I don't know. And then I thought about, well, having like Hecate's primary sigil would be cool for me. So I don't know. I'll know what I want when I see it, I think. I was going to do this ring that my grandma gave me, but I just want clear diamonds, I think, you know? So I'm not sure. But you guys have been asking me some questions. I've been getting a few questions here and there on Hecate. Yeah, I want him to pick out what he likes too. Yeah. What did you say, Duffy? Jewelry with crystals, etc. Oh, really? In California? But someone was asking if I had a couple issues and no Sage 2. Oh, that was another thing. Okay, so there's been a few people contact me, not just one, but a few people who have said, again, are saying that the energy is too much for them. It's too strong, and can I do something to like make it not so strong? And so, yeah. So when that happens, you guys, please don't be afraid to tell me. And then is what I'll do is I will I have these smaller size candles. They're like 4-inch candles. They're called chime candles, I guess. But I have the chime candles, the little white ones. And what I'll do is I'll carve your I'll carve your name in them. And then I'll put sorry, we had a glitch. Anyways, I'll carve your name in it and what spell we did. And I'll put like I have some calm down herbs that I'll put on your candle, and then that should like calm it down for you. I'll use like lavender and chamomile and Saint John's wort, things like that, and I have them all mixed together, and then I just put them on a white candle for you. And then I just let them burn until they go out. And that usually helps. You know, if sometimes it triggers things in people. And people don't realize that that's going to happen. I don't know it's going to happen until after it's already happened. And then I'm like, oops. It's kind of funny because people usually will contact me and ask me and pay me to do a spell to open their abilities, to cause their awakening. And then some people complain about it and don't want it and are like, stop it, I don't want it. You know, and it's like, well, okay. The energy is too strong. Yeah, and so that's something that you guys need to really take into consideration when you're having any witch do spells for you. Think about those kinds of things. Those are like just natural things that are going to happen when you're having someone cast for you, or at least when you're having me cast for you. I have just about given up. Your Hecate doesn't want me, or I am clueless and not paying attention. I didn't mind the energy, but I didn't think it was coming from Hecate. Well, okay, sometimes when you first start going through, yeah, well, that's what happens. She does choose, and she is her own being. I'm not in control of Hecate and what she wants to do. She's in charge. She's the boss. She does whatever she wants to do, and it has nothing to. I don't control that. All I can do is help maybe calm it, make it a little less bam in your face, maybe. But some people love it. Some people want it and they invite it and they encourage it and they don't want it to stop, and it feels good to them. And then other people, it triggers, it can trigger an awakening. And when you go through your awakening, you get things attracted to you that you don't necessarily want attracted to you, like spirits, like lost souls. And they're like, she's going through an awakening, we can get through from her, and and then they'll follow you around, they'll give you dreams, you'll start having dreams of shit they did because they want to tell you all about what they did, and then you'll think, oh my gosh, I had this nightmare, and this and this and this happened, but really it wasn't you, it was them, but you were seeing it through their eyes, and all this stuff happens. And, yep, your electronics will go crazy. Plus, depending on what your abilities are, I had a really bad problem with that when I first started out. Up until just recently, I finally got a little better handle on it. I would blow up glass. Like, I would just pick up something glass and it would just shoot a hole. My energy would just shoot a hole in it, and it would shatter. Just know that they can't hurt you. I know that there's sleep paralysis that happen, where they hold you down, they kind of freeze you, and they're just kind of checking you out, and seeing what your energy's all about, and they're just not allowing you to wake up the rest of the way, and you're just kind of frozen there while they look at you and shit like that. And so that used to happen to me all the time, and I was terrified, so scared. So I know, yeah, I know they did that to me one time too. They were like, what are you going to do about it? Well, they held me down in my bed and I couldn't wake up. And I had to fight my way awake, many times. Coming from your dreams. Yes. Yeah, you think it's yours and that it's you, but it's not you. As soon as you realize that it's not you, that it's their dream and it's something that they went through, and they're just showing you through their eyes what happened, then you'll figure it all out and you'll just be like, oh God. It's because you're a medium and you cross people in your sleep and you just don't know it. Yeah. It's good stuff. Lots of fun. It can be very traumatic if you let it. Just know that they can't hurt you, and try to ground yourself as best you can. What dog biting you means someone in your family, maybe verbally or physically attacking you. Yeah. Make visions of the future. Yeah, I have. Not, it could mean that, or it could mean the spirit that is dead that is trying to communicate with you got attacked by a dog. It could mean a lot of things. It could be your ancestors trying to warn you about something. It could be, you know, could be a lot of things. You just have to try to figure out what sounds right for you, and try to oops, hang on a second. Really weird, crazy dreams that don't make sense. Oh yeah, all the time. I've been dreaming a lot lately too. Yeah, snakes are very powerful sign. What can you do with animal bones? I found some in the forest preserve park. You could do whatever you want with them. Just cleanse them first. I dream of them and before and after I get bit by a dog. Well, that's interesting. I'm feeling great. Thank you so much for asking. One time I was dreaming. I was in the astral planes. I was like dream traveling. And Belial was there and he gave me this giant snake. I love my books. I love them. And so I was like, oh, thank you. He didn't tell me what it was for. He didn't tell me what I was supposed to do with it. Just handed me this snake. Like, here you go. Here's a snake. So I'm not sure, but he gave me a snake. Oh, yes. I saw your question on the Coven page about that. And I think that, yes, absolutely. If she chooses you, I mean, her kin, the ones that are born with her seal are automatically just there. We don't have to go through all the same kind of stuff that other people have to go through, but she can adopt anyone she wants. Like, yeah. And especially, if you show her love and devotion and you're there with her all the time and you're, always just, yeah. As long as your love for her is real and your heart is open to her and you let her come in and clean you out and do the things that you need for that path, to receive that energy is a big deal for our bodies and stuff. And so yeah, but yeah, absolutely. I don't think you have to have the seal to do that, but I agree with, but I do think that you shouldn't invoke her or command her to come to you. Or her child, or unless, you know. did you say? She's protected from spell work. Well, yeah, you can, I don't know, protected from what? From all spell work? Well, how can I start protecting myself during this time of awakening? Protecting yourself during the time that you're going through awakening, for one, meditate, ground yourself into the earth. Learn how to go up, bring down energy, and shoot it down into the earth with your feet, you know, kind of your chakras, opening your chakras, closing your chakras, practicing all that. Keeping your house cleansed with sage and, you know, Palo Santos and, you know, what other kind of cleansing stuff you can get your hands on. Doing the cleansing baths helps. Oh, and of course, if you're being attacked, if you're getting spiritual attacks, then you need to learn how to do the lesser banishing ritual, and ask Hecate. You know, make sure. Yeah, you just never invoke her or evoke her or command her to do jack shit. If you are not her kin, if you're not her child, you just don't do it. I mean, that would be so stupid. You'll piss her off. She'll just be like, you're a dog. Get out of here. You know, or not even a dog. She loves dogs. But you know what I mean. She would be like, you're a sheep. Go. You know. I even get in trouble sometimes. And I'm her daughter. And even Belial yells at me sometimes. And I'm his daughter. And sometimes he'll yell at me, do not bother me. I'll be like, but I miss you. And then he'll be like, okay. But you just, yeah, it can be a little intimidating. Hello, darling. So yeah, I mean, and disrespectful. I just keep seeing people talking about invoking her and doing all these things with her, and I'm just like, are you out of your fucking mind? You're not her child. Yeah, it could be bad, and then their lives fall apart, and then they're like, oh, you know, I invoked her, now this and this and this is happening, and I was just like, what can happen if they do that? I don't know. Whatever she wants to. So confused because I have been reading. Because I am reading. Done in the work. Wait. Go back. Hold on. And the worker told me she knew which deity would approve the work because I tried and I don't think I have enough power to apply enough any intent. Well, that's cool if she could do that, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Yes, I am doing spells tonight. I had a lot of emotional letting out after doing dark work with Hecate. Is that normal? Completely normal. That's just for removing all that shit, those are blocks. Those are things blocking you from growing spiritually, and she'll rip that shit out of you. It's really scary at first, but now it's not. To me, talking with Belial when he yells at me like that, to me it's like talking to my grandpa. You know how if you have a grumpy old grandpa kind of thing, it's kind of like that to me. That's how I feel about it. Yes, I do purses every Tuesday and Saturday. Unless I'm not working that day. So what did he say? Oh, he tells me lots of nice things, even though he doesn't like to admit that he likes me, but he does. He loves me. I know he does. He gives me the feelings all the time, like you could feel it. You know, he'll give you like loving energy. He'll put loving energy on you, and he protects me like crazy. He's always with me, protecting me. I was with him. He was with me all the whole time I was gone this weekend, and I didn't have any problems. And I stayed at 2 different hotels. No problems. Yeah, he's sassy. But you just can't help but love him up because he's so cute. Hi, welcome back. I was angry at him at the time. I should just let it be. For now. That's fine, sweetie. Yep, Chris night. Woohoo! Yeah, hospitals are crazy. Me too. Well, I don't know. Hotels are really bad for me. Normally, I can't tolerate them normally. But this was like the first time in quite a while. I know he is. I agree with you. But this was the first time in quite a while that I didn't have problems in a hotel. In either one of them that I went to, I was completely fine. And so now my boyfriend's all excited because now he thinks when we go to Vegas that he's going to get away from having to take the fifth wheel. You can do it. Just wait until it's expected and you can get around the protection. Till it's not expected. Well, if there's a curse that needs to be done and they have protection on them, then I just go to my deities and ask them for help, and they don't fucking care about what protection spells on them. I don't try to wait or get around, or I just do it, and then I ask, and if I can't get through them, I just say, Lucifer, Hecate. That's your choice, sweetheart. I'm not going to tell you. You guys, I don't like to, hang on one second. I want to say last year I stayed a week in the hospital after surgery, and I hated the energy. I couldn't get out of there to go to bed. I know, it's really bad. How can I request something from Belial without pissing him off? We should probably talk about that, but I would have to tell you probably to not do that. I don't know. Like where you're at. The thing is if you request something of Belial, he's going to request something of you in return. He's just not a giving out a favor kind of guy. You gotta, oh, that's nice. But she loves that. But he's not that kind of guy. He's gonna creep you. He's gonna go in you and clear, filter out all the bullshit that's in you, and you're gonna think your heart's gonna race, and you're gonna be like, for days. Hi. So just you want to be careful requesting things from deities that you haven't worked with, or that if you don't already have shit in place, you know. My daughter had an appointment at Children's Hospital yesterday, and while I was waiting, it turned on go through. It was amazing how many people came through. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet that was wild. Yeah, usually I've talked about it many times in my videos. When I stay at hotels, I don't get to sleep or anything, and I slept like a freaking rock. Where are you, and what are you doing when you call on him? I can call on Belial anytime I want, no matter where I'm at. No matter what I'm doing. And I do. If I'm somewhere and I could feel like bad energy around me, like I'm getting jumped by a spirit or something, I'll call him. I'll just be like, oh, Belial, get him off me, you know, and they'll be gone like that. They're out of there. I don't know, but we can have a little thing going on, he and I, so. Well, I've been off for a few days. I've taken some personal time. You have the seal carried around your neck. I like to wear, I have one for all of them, but this is the one that I've had with me all week. See, it's Belial's. And then I have like a coin on the back that I put on the back of all of mine to kind of hold energy in. Yeah, I would be careful then, Greta. Cool. I haven't seen you live in a while. When a Pokemon daily, you must have a seal carried around your neck. No, you don't have to have a seal, but it would probably be a good idea. Oh, go back. I chanted in some scary spirits with me alone. Yeah. I have a question. Go back. I have a question. Should we take in consideration utilizing magic on someone who also works with a spiritualist? I don't know. I don't worry about that. What did you say? I got it from a Luciferian. Cool. Okay. That's cute. Okay. She does wonderful spells on nasty blue teachers. Yeah. Yes, I do. I enjoy doing spells on bullies. I really enjoy, especially bad teachers, mean teachers. I do those, and I do protection spells with Belial. It's hard to say it correctly. Have you ever read Mastering Witchcraft by Paul? Nope. Never have. No. But, yeah, Hecate likes, she likes the Mark Allen Smith books. Those are the ones that she likes me to read. Hello, darling. How are you? Yep. Oh, with Liz Fitch. Oh no, you're sick now? I sent it to you so I wouldn't have to be sick anymore. I haven't worked with him again, but I plan on it. I will. I enjoyed working with him. I only worked with him that one time. I don't know, maybe I will. I haven't decided yet. I don't think I have anything that serious to do, but I'll have to check and see. Hi, sweetheart. I gave my 2 weeks. What? Aw. I don't know. I don't mind working with Liz Fitch, but I just feel like it's not necessary when I already have, you know, Lucifer, Filio, and Hecate. But I'm not opposed to it. His energy wasn't bad energy. I want to do the Toad Rite so bad. But Hecate won't let me. Yet. Or ever. I'm not sure. She gave me some toads in the past, but ever since I found out about the Toad Rite, she won't give me another toad now. And that makes me sad because I really, really had my hopes up on doing that. But she said I don't need to, that I'm already past all that. And she won't let me do it. Can the target I'm doing love work on all of a sudden get so jealous when other people I talk to regarding work? Yeah, well, so you have to realize that they're feeling like all this weird energy that they're like, where did all this come from? It's going to make them a little irritable, maybe. It affects everyone differently, but they're going to start acting different. They're confused. They don't understand where all these feelings are coming from. They're going to be fighting it for a little bit. You know, some of them will dive into bars and you know, randoms and then be like, I tried everything to get you out of my head and I just can't, and then they come running back to you. Sometimes they'll come back to you and stay for a couple weeks, and then they'll be like, I don't know why I'm here. I can't be without you, but I don't want to be with you. And then they'll leave, and then they'll come back, and then they'll leave, and they'll come back, and they just can't figure it out. And until finally everything calms down and it's all good. Aww. Bye. What size of a belt does Philip wear? Who's Philip? Well, that's not very nice. Like finding someone else and sending never like to when you know for a fact they did. How to cast the evil eye. Putting the evil eye on someone is just like wishing them negative energy. Like when you see someone, it's kind of like being jealous of them, and you look at them and you're like, oh, that bitch, I hate her. I hope everything falls apart in her life, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, just whatever. Just trying to be negative and hateful towards them and speaking out hateful things about them. That's kind of evil eye-ish. It's not hard to do. I guess the spell makes them a little aggressive and trying to break you down at times. It just, like I said, everybody reacts differently. Some people love it and they do exactly what they're supposed to do, and they run back to that person and they're like, I don't know why I ever loved you. I don't even know what we were fighting about. Please give me another chance, and blah, blah, blah. Usually that happens, but not always. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more work. And depending on the situation too, you know, like, are they seeing someone else now? And now you have to wait for that breakup to happen before that could happen. But you have to put the seed of you back in their head and blah, blah, blah. It's always a thing. Did they move away? Are they going to have to move back now? Hi. It's just so much different things in the way that have to be broke down, and it takes time. Yeah, I think so. I think you should always do a binding. Would you keep the demonic animal build up? Absolutely. Sure, I would. Why not? Her full passing by. That's cute. My birthday cake, and I could see her full form passing by. Did she go over to it? How do you know? Wait. How do you know when it's time to do? You just know. It's time for me to go to work. I miss watching you live. Bye, sweetie. Have a great day at work. I think that when it's time to do more spell work, you always will know, because you won't feel the energy anymore. And then you will want to do like a booster or something like that. It's 28 days. Cycle doesn't apply if they are now acting and seeing someone else. Wait a second. What? Wait. Finishing or for manipulative situation. Is fire magic more effective for managing? I like using fire. So I guess the 28-day cycle doesn't apply if they are now acting out and seeing someone else. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to do a breakup. Yep. Takes a little bit longer. Yep. It all takes time. That's something that everyone needs to realize, that magic isn't like instant. It takes time. It's not going to be, I know that in today's society that we are also microwave, that we want everything that fast and voila, there it is. That's not how magic works. That's not truth. That's fake. That's Hollywood. This is not Hollywood. Real magic takes time. Real magic is real, and it takes time. And yes, you have to be patient. Are they? Oh boy. You just wait until you get it. You wait. You can do a couple things on that one, sweetie. You can either wait and then little pieces of information will come to you, or you can do an exposure. I know you said that person doesn't have any kind of media stuff, but you could still find things out. You got to put your PI hat on. Oh, that's always nice, huh? Why won't you do a spell for the past? Okay, wait. Why won't you do love spells? Hey, for past loves. If someone wants this person but had to get, but hard to get, why do you tell them to move on if they want that person? It depends on the situation. If you don't have an energy connection with that person, like if you've never, if that person's married with children and they're moving to another country and they've never even like been with you sexually, and you just had like a date with them, or you seen him at work and you had a crush on him and now you want him kind of thing, then I'm probably not going to do it, because that person has a family. And why break up a family just so that you could steal someone's husband when you can just go get some other person to be in love with? You don't have to be in love with him. You can break that off and you can get someone better for you that's yours, instead of trying to take someone else's husband for no apparent reason. If you have a reason, well, then I will help you. If he's single, and you're casting on him and he keeps getting, and it doesn't work on him, then it just might not work. Some people you can't, some people, their ancestors, or they might have some kind of covering on them, that won't allow you to put spells on them. If you don't have a couple of pictures with a man I'm seeing, can you still do a love spell on them? I can, but I really like to have a picture. I mean, I'll cast for you without a picture, but I really prefer to have one. Because I like to be able to see their eyes. I don't know, because you're going through your awakening, so Hecate won't let it. We've already talked about that many times. And the person you want is not nice to you. And you're her child. And so, hi, sweetheart. You are her child, you're a witch, and you know why. And you will have him when it's time. You will, you will. Yup. Of course you can. You can have both. And you just turned 21 today, right? Today's your birthday? I do necromancy all the time. Today's not your birthday? Yesterday was? And you turned 21, right? What do you mean, no? How old are you? To me, Mm-hmm. Oh, it was on the first. To me, the form of necromancy that I use is when I call spirits to come forth, and then I ask them to help me, or I command them to help me, or I don't like to usually treat them like that, but if they like give me shit, then I have to. Um, I don't really. You mean like just going there to get someone to do stuff for you? I don't really have to do that. Or are you talking about actually getting human bones? I don't have to do that. I have spirits around me all the time, and so if I want to do something on a specific person, well, like last week, for an example, or the week before last, or whenever, I was doing a curse on this chick, and her ancestors came and they were like trying to give me shit about it, like telling me that I should watch myself and blah blah blah. And I told them, how about you shut up and get out of my way, or I'll put you in a box, and you could be my slave for all eternity. And then they were like, but usually they don't usually do. I don't know. I was just like I didn't want to deal with them, but it's like working with spirits to me. Getting spirits to help you with spells. I've sent spirits to go haunt houses before, to get people to move out. I have like someone has bad neighbors, they want me to get them to move out, and so I'll send a bunch of spirits to that address and tell them to haunt them and get them to move out. I've done that several times, and that works. And then, which reminds me, I have a spell to get new neighbors to move into a house that I had them move out of. So now I have to get it unhaunted so that the good neighbors could come. Yay. Ooh, it's raining so hard. It's beautiful. I love it. I don't know. Was yours the one to get the new neighbors in? I need you to send me the address. Did you get my email where I sent you a thing? I need the address to that house so that I can yeah, I have a rain catcher out there. It's like I have a rain catcher. I'm excited. But yeah, I need the address and a picture of the house if you can. That would be great. I love it when it rains. It makes me really happy. Perfect. So I was having a hard time last week, and that's one of the reasons I decided to just stop everything I was doing and just walk away, because I have 4 clients right now with the same name. And it was confusing me. And I was getting frustrated, so I was just like, oh, take a break. I mean, I got it all together now, but I was just getting overwhelmed with all of it because one of them had 2 spells that she wanted, and then I had done work with the other ones before prior, and so I was just like trying to get it all straightened out, plus everyone else on top of it. So the one in the picture of the coven, I don't know. There's a new girl? I don't know. Who's the new girl? Are you talking about the cat? You took some time off your... Hang it. Some time off for yourself. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I had a bunch of stuff that I had to take care of, but what the hell? Well, thank you for sharing, weirdo. The picture you shared. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It can. It's called a feces curse. Yeah, I don't like to do those kinds. I don't need to do that kind of stuff. I don't have a need to do that kind of stuff, but I don't like to do spells with other people's DNA. I don't know. We'll just let that go. Don't know. I think somebody's trying to be trolly. Trolling. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yes, I loved it. Well, because you posted a thing with the justice things, you know, the weight thingy, and then I had that one picture from a court case spell that I was doing a long time ago, and so it just reminded me of that, so I put it on there. It's cute. Yeah, I don't really need to. I have a death jar. I'll just use that. Then all I have to do is open the lid and put them in. For recently awakened daughter of Hecate. Yes, lots of advice for you. Well, let's see. I would say first, choose and nothing surprises us. Yeah, we're just like whatever, huh? For newly, which is the daughters of Hecate, I would say let her clean you out. When she starts pulling all the gook out of you, all the things that you've stuffed inside yourself, all the traumatic experiences that you've had in your life, all of the things that are blocking your energy. We all have done it. We all have crap just from growing up and living in this world that we live in. She'll start bringing up memories and shit and pulling it out of you to deal with. Deal with it. Let her do it. Let her be the one to pull that out of you. Let her help you get that clear up. Don't fight it. Learn how to protect yourself, because as long as you're a new witch, things are going to be attracted to you in the other realm. And they'll fuck with you to get your attention if you don't pay attention to them, and you'll be going through other things, so you won't always notice them, and then they get mad and just, they'll fuck with you. So learn how to protect yourself. Stay in close communication with her. Talk to her every single day. Make a nice little altar for her. It doesn't have to be big and fancy at first, just something to show her that you're acknowledging her presence, and that, you can use that to give her offerings of love and things like that, and appreciation for her. Ask her for signs. Ask her to keep helping you grow. Yeah, that should do it. You could get Mark Allen Smith's The Queen of Hell book to start with. Get her herbs, get her oil, do candles for her. How's that? Of course, witches are friendly. Unless you piss us off. We're very friendly. I don't know what that is. That's okay. You might not, you just don't know, but I'm sure stuff happened. Personally, I am growing. People told me that the awakening is dangerous, and I didn't mess around. Yeah. Yeah, she loves that kind of thing. And that's another thing, when she's teaching you things and showing you things, and you're experiencing really cool stuff, like seeing her, or seeing crows around you, or seeing your aura for the first time, or seeing her seals show up on your face or above your head and around you. Think of the positive about it. Think of how beautiful it is. Don't go, okay, that's nice, what's next? It didn't, what does that do? Don't be negative and nasty about it. Always be thankful and happy. And if you can't be that way, then you're probably going to have a lot more shadow work to do. Yeah, and black dogs, and you'll find keys and feathers and just random, every little thing that she gives me, and I find I'm like so excited about it that people think I'm a fucking weirdo. But she'll just give you things, and one time there was 4 buttons on the ground, and she told me to pick them up, and I was like, why? I don't need 4 buttons. And she's like, you're going to need those, pick them up. So I went back and I picked them up, and I still to this day have those 4 buttons. And she told me that I was going to need to sew them on some on some poppets I was going to make. And so, oh, sweet tea, you're so funny. I saw some crows with peacock colors into reminding me of Lucifer too. Yeah. You're so funny. Honest, what would we do without you? I'm serious. Look at the knowledge you're sharing, and we're so grateful. Well, I just know that everybody needs to know that what they're going through, it's okay, and not to be scared. I'm shocked that they even like me. I'm like, what? You probably have some really cool energy about you. I met some friends on the Coven, and now we are chat daily. It's great. Well, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Like a lot of work. I enjoy that, and lawyers are assholes. Woo! I used to be a law clerk in a courtroom and as a judge's clerk, and I love that. Well, I think that lawyers are just like everyone else. Some are good and some are assholes. But I think that people want their lawyers to be assholes. Yes, I am so happy. What would you share? What you share, it's very helpful. Well, I'm glad I could help. Oh. Aw. Well, sweetheart, there's nothing wrong with you. And it's your path. It's no one else's path. It's your path. You're going to be different than everyone else. You're going to be different than me. You're going to be different than anyone else that's just going through their awakening too. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different reason for this path, and um, everyone will be at a different vibration. You and I have the same seal because we're both daughters of Hecate. You just have to learn to relax and know that everything isn't going to be instant. And no, she's not going to tell you what every single thing means. She wants you to figure that out on your own. And that's what's going to make you wise and smart. And guess what? You get to go through all of this at such a young age. Just think how wise and beautiful you're going to be when you're 50. You know, you're going to be like so powerful and you're going to know everything because you've got to go through it at such a young age. You just got to be patient and not expect everything to be instantaneous and for you to just know what everything means, because that's not going to give you wisdom. You got to learn by walking and doing what you do, you know. That's just how it is for everyone. But we love you. Even though it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's frustrating. I've been there. But I don't know, I guess because for me it happened when I was older. And so when I was experiencing all the things that you're experiencing, I was just like everything. I was just so excited. Like, you know, I was just awakened and I was so excited about it and I didn't have any fear left. I mean, she took all that out of me. And so I was just like, you know, oh my gosh, look at this. You know, so happy and excited and thankful and grateful and I still am. I don't know, maybe. I try to do something special every year. Last year, I think I did a big fire outside and let everybody write their own little wish out on a piece of petition paper and then throw it into the fire, you know? I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna be around here for Halloween, but I know I'll be in Vegas getting married. But I'll be doing something, but I just don't know what. I don't know. But I'll be live. Let's see, I left the field and I was doing skincare. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, I'm at 1 hour and 21 minutes. So does anyone have any other questions? And then I will see you guys tomorrow. And I won't be doing my spells live. They will be, recorded privately and then posted later. Of inserting pins and candles. There's a lot of good things that you could do about that. Email me at bluewitch379@gmail.com. And yes, I do honey jars. You could put pins in them for different things. One, to mark each line. Like sometimes people will go to that one and that'll mark the day. And then you could write what each pin represents. And then when you go past that pin, you go to the next pin, and then that represents. You could use them for markers. You can use them for to change the energy, like. This one's a red pen for love. This one's now I want him to feel sorry or whatever. You can do just different colors for different representations. Or you could do a red pen, orange pen, purple pen, however you want to do it. And also it's good for moving energy through the candle. Like if you stick a straight pin in, the energy can go to that, to that, to that, and it can just give you a little booster thing. It's easier just to put a magnet in front of it. But anyways, yes, I am. Someday, probably the last week of October, we're thinking we're going to get married. We haven't really, because I'm so busy that he doesn't really have time, and I don't really have time to plan a big deal. So we're just going to do a silly little, ceremony or something. I don't fucking know. We'll probably go to a gothic wedding thing or something. I don't know. Maybe we won't. I have no idea what we're going to do yet. Last question. You said every spell requires an offering to your deities. What kind of offerings? Usually I do blood offerings or blood and a candle, and I do offerings every day for mine. I do their candles. I do blood on their sigils, and oils and herbs, and sometimes I do honey offerings. Sometimes I do. There's all kinds. Yep, my blood. I get the little pins, the diabetic pins, and you poke your finger with it, and then you squeeze the blood out, and then you put it on their sigil on the candle, or you can put it on the candle, or you just put it on their sigil. Things like that. How do witches get married? Well, not in a church. However we want. What do you think about everyone posting on the coven that they are on YouTube? I haven't seen that. I haven't really been on there. I'll have to get on there and check that out. Really? Just a private party. Yeah. Just however, whatever I feel like doing. Alright, you guys. That's it. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Peace out. Bye.